Chapter 1. Growing New Plants. To understand. Growing new plants from seeds, roots, stems, leaves and spores. Dispersal of seeds. Large-scale production of crop. To find out. Growth of new plants from seeds. Germination of seeds. Crop cultivation for human use. Let's begin. Plants are the main source of food for both animals and human beings. We eat the flowers, seeds, stems, roots, bulbs, tubers, fruits and leaves of many plants. This is the reason we need to grow new plants to get regular supply of food. Growth of new plants occur by the process called reproduction. Reproduction is the process of producing babies of their kind by all living things. Plants reproduce through various ways like from seeds, roots, stem and even from the nodes that arise from the edges of the leaves. Reproduction by seeds. Seeds are present inside the fruits. When these seeds are sown in the soil, they give rise to the new plant. Let us understand the structure of a seed. A tiny hole called micropyle allows the seed to absorb water. The seed coat has a little opening called hilum. It is through hilum that the seed absorbs water. The seed coat works as a shield to protect the seed and the baby plant inside it. Inside the seed coat are two thick and large parts, cotyledons or seed leaves that store food for the growth of a new plant. Between the two cotyledons is a structure called embryo, baby plant, that grows to form the new plant. The lower part of this embryo is known as radicle. It grows to form the root system. The upper part of the embryo is known as plumule that grows to form the shoot system of the new plant. Some seeds like beans, pulses, peas have two cotyledons, and some like rice, maize and wheat have a single cotyledon. All seeds cannot grow into plants. Some of them are eaten by birds or animals and some may die due to harsh weather conditions. Germination of seeds. A seed needs water, air and suitable temperature to grow and form a new plant. The process by which a seed grows into a new plant is known as germination. Seed dispersal. In case many seeds grow close to each other, they will compete for food, water and sunlight. Therefore, it becomes necessary for the seeds to be dispersed away from the parent plant. The process of spreading seeds to different places is called seed dispersal. Seeds are dispersed in a number of ways. They may be carried by wind, water or animals. In some plants, the fruits explode, releasing a number of seeds in the air. Dispersal by wind. The seeds of some plants are very light in weight. They also have stiff wings that allow them to fly long distances. Such seeds are easily carried by wind. Examples of plants whose seeds are dispersed by wind are maple, cotton, hyptage and dandelion. Dispersal of seeds by water. Plants which grow in rivers, oceans and ponds or near water bodies use water for dispersal of seeds. Some fruits are so light that they can float on water and are carried to far-off places. The coconut is a heavy seed, but the seed is covered with spongy layers of fiber filled with air that helps it to float on water. Foxglove, water lily and lotus are other examples of plants whose seeds are dispersed with the help of water. Dispersal of seeds by animals. Animals eat fruits like the apple, mango, raspberries, grapes, etc., and throw the seeds anywhere. Sometimes, they ingest the seeds along with which are then deposited far away in the animal droppings. When these seeds find moist soil and suitable conditions for growth, they give rise to the new plant. Some plants produce seeds that have hooks. The hooks stick to the animal fur and get scattered far and wide as the animal moves from place to place. Examples of plants whose seeds are dispersed by animals are mistletoe, berries and cocklebur. Dispersal of seeds by explosion. Fruits of some plants like pea, bean, balsam, peanut and castor, etc., burst open when they are ripe and scatter the seeds in all directions. This mechanism of dispersal is called explosion. Reproduction by roots. Radish, turnip, carrot and sweet potato have roots that store food in them. They are swollen because of stored food and are called tuberous root. The roots contain a small bud which gives rise to a new plant under favorable conditions. Reproduction by stems. Some plants also grow by stem. Different methods are used to grow plants using stems. 1. From underground stems. These are the stems which grow under the ground. For example, onion, potato and ginger. These stems have small buds called eyes. A piece of stem with an eye can grow into a new plant. 2. Stem cuttings. In money plant, rose and bougainvillea, we cut a part of the stem containing bud and plant it in the soil. This process is known as stem cutting. In the soil, this stem develops roots and finally grows into a new plant. 3. Grafting. Grafting can be seen in plants like apple, mango and rose. When we cut a part of the stem and attach it to the stem of another plant, it is called grafting. The cut part of the stem is known as scion and the part of the stem which is left is called the stalk. 4. Layering. A branch of raspberry or jasmine plant is bent on the ground. A portion of this branch is covered with soil and its tip is exposed. The covered part of the branch develops roots after a few days. Then it is cut off from the parent plant. This process is called layering. 5. Runners. Strawberry plant is an example of a runner. It has horizontal stems which grow near the ground. These are called runners. They grow roots at regular intervals and produce new plants. Reproduction by leaves. The leaves of certain plants, such as bryophyllum, produce buds called plantlets on their leaf margins. Upon developing, these buds drop and grow into new plants when they find moist soil. Begonia plants also reproduce in this manner. Reproduction by spores. Spores are very small and light structures in plants like ferns and mosses. In these plants, new plants grow from these tiny structures. They can survive for a long time in even adverse conditions. Crop production. A crop is a cultivated plant that is grown on a large scale, for example cereals, pulses, vegetables. This large-scale production of crops for food is called agriculture. The growing of crops in the fields by farmers is known as cultivation. Different crops require different weather for their growth. So farmers grow a variety of crops according to the weather, based on a specific time of the year. Some crops like maize and rice require heavy rain. Such crops are grown from June to October. They are known as kharif crops. Crops like wheat, beans and legumes require light winter rains. These are planted in November and harvested in the month of April. These crops are known as rabi crops. Following are the different steps in agriculture. 1. Plowing the field. Plowing is the preparation of soil for sowing the seeds. The purpose of plowing is to turn over the upper layer of soil and bring the fresh nutrients to the surface. It helps in loosening of soil, burying the weeds and allows the soil to hold moisture. Plowing is done using tractor and oxen. 2. Sowing the seeds. Seeds are sown by farmers manually or through machines which have grooves called seed drills. 3. Addition of fertilizers. Fertilizers are substances that provide nutrition to the soil. There are two types of fertilizers. A. Manure. It is a natural fertilizer made from the remains of dead and decaying plants or from cow dung. B. Chemical fertilizers. These are man-made fertilizers, E.G., phosphates, nitrates and urea. 4. Irrigation. The field is then watered regularly. This is called irrigation. Nowadays, modern methods of irrigation like sprinklers are much popular. 5. Crop protection. Crops need to be protected from herbivorous animals. For this, a fence is created around the field. Pests like mice, rats and insects are also killed by spraying chemicals called insecticides and pesticides. DDT and Gamaxine are some common insecticides. Scarecrows are put up in fields to ward off birds. 6. Harvesting. When the crop is ripe, it is cut down. This process is known as harvesting. It can be done by the farmers manually or with the help of machines.